Hello, and thank you all for the invitation to join you today. First of all, I'd like to thank Heritage Director Rob Ford for organizing such a useful conference on an important topic. I'd like to thank our other speakers and presenters for sharing their thoughts and experience with us today, and of course, all of you for joining this event and giving us your support. I hope you all have used this opportunity to get new ideas and make some new contacts, and perhaps most importantly, help recharge your commitment to making the upcoming school year as successful as possible in these very difficult circumstances. Now, this has been a tough year for teachers and students, administrators all over the world, and we've all been struggling with the unexpected and radical changes after teachers and students suddenly found themselves having to work online. And as we wait with uncertainty, maybe even a little bit of apprehension about what's going to happen this fall, we wanted you to know that the U.S. Embassy in Moldova remains a committed partner to helping Moldova and all of you, our friends and partners, to navigate these challenges. Probably a lot of you know that even through the pandemic, our America House here in Chisinau and our American centers and American corners across the country have remained open. They're still been operating online. They've moved their operations virtually. And we are ready to share what best practices and lessons learned they've gathered through that experience. I was also glad to see Ms. Daniela Monka Avtienev on your list of speakers today, as her organization has been our main partner in operating America House through this pandemic. In ordinary times, we'd be having a couple of American professors, English language professors, who would be coming to Moldova around this time of year. They would be working through clinics and on-site different universities and schools, helping Moldovan teachers develop curriculum and doing teacher training. And while COVID has slowed down those plans and maybe are preventing people from coming here physically, I'm very proud of the way that our team has laid the groundwork for the first time to enable these presenters to at least share some elements of their program with their Moldovan audiences virtually. We're also maintaining very strong historical connections between educators in Moldova and in the state of North Carolina. Many of you know we have a historic state partnership going back more than 25 years with North Carolina. And in fact, the ambassador was very happy to join an event with educators between North Carolina and Moldova not too long ago. Also, our Peace Corps volunteers, now they may have temporarily been evacuated from Moldova, but our Peace Corps staff and even many of those same volunteers have continued to work online to support communities virtually around Moldova. Over the last 4 months, Peace Corps has conducted virtual professional development trainings for over 50 teachers and librarians around Moldova. And this is critical, and by the way, they've been doing this in partnership with USAID to developing online teaching platforms and instructional design for these institutions. Peace Corps is also supporting over 80 youth and teachers in Moldova this summer through a virtual youth empowerment summer program, or YES program. And those are focused on developing youth leadership skills, promoting positive youth-adult partnerships, and they cultivate interest in community-driven projects and initiatives. The Peace Corps mission of developing people-to-people capacity and those bonds between our peoples has not changed. And we look forward to having our volunteers back so they can continue their work out in the field and in communities across Moldova as soon as possible. Now, the U.S. Agency for International Development also continues to develop media literacy curricula and textbooks at the primary, secondary, and high school level. And these curriculum are critical to helping these students develop critical thinking skills that they need to be effective in the complex world in which we find ourselves working these days. But you know, gatherings like this conference today are critical to those efforts as well. And I hope all of you have used this opportunity to develop some best practices, identify solutions, but maybe most important, have a confirmation that none of us are in this struggle together, that none of us are in this fight alone, that we are in fact in it together, and we have each other to depend on, to work to find effective solutions to meet the challenges which are coming this fall and in our current operating environment. And the United States, of course, and Embassy Chisinau are going to be your partners in that effort. So thank you again. Good luck, as we say in Moldova, succes.